This advice is something I wish I would have told myself 2008, but it's happening again right now. This is why 2020 right now is the best time to join the military. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nicky MGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. As always, share the video, smash the like button, just throw your little big fat thumb on there, just like it, please. It really does help get this video some traction, and I do appreciate the people that do. Just please, I'm begging you, just hit the freaking like button already. I'm giving you some solid advice here. What I want to get into is about why 2020 is the best year to join. And people have asked, why don't you make another one of those for 2019 or 2018 like you did previous years? And I didn't want to throw a clickbait thing up there and it not have substance. But I think right now I have found my reason 2020 is the best year to join. And stay through this entire video. I promise you, you may look back at this video and be like, Nicky told me, and I'm going to bet on myself on this one. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I want you guys to be able to look back at this video in 2, 3, 4 years and be like, Nicky was right. Because I really do think I'm going to be right on this one. But that's just me speculating a little bit. But I've seen history repeat itself before, and that's what I'm going to go with. So right now, the economy is bad. If you didn't know, there's a lot of bad stuff that's going on right now that's making the economy tank, and it's going very low. And people are speculating as far as how low this will go. When do you know it's going to be at the lowest point possible? Nobody can guess that. And people have, for like the past 3 years, said the economy is going to go down, it's going to crash, and it doesn't. And then another day goes, and then it goes to a new record high, and it goes down and a little bit, and they're like, well, no, another crash. And no, it really doesn't. But this is really rocking the economy right now. And this advice that I'm going to give to you guys is because I joined in 2008. For many of you guys, were probably born in 2002, 2001, 2000, maybe late 90s. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but my experience, I joined the military in 2008. That's when the last big recession occurred, and I joined right before that happened. And that was when we had a huge surge of people which were willing to join the military. This was kind of for two reasons. The economy was bad, there weren't many jobs, people were getting laid off, and at the same time, we were kind of in a stagnant point as far as being in Afghanistan, Iraq. So I felt like people were like, it can't be as bad as it was in 2001 to 2006 timeframe, I would say, where a lot more heated stuff was going on, even though they still had a chance of deploying. Also, right now, you're going to see that there's a lot of people that are filing for unemployment. John Oliver actually did a segment on this. I know this is all nerdy talk, but you know, you guys are going to have a huge advantage if you are able to join the military. This is because you have a lot of reasons why you're joining. Education, and you're going to have a steady paycheck, and you're going to have your retirement. Those three things, if I can talk, those three things are going to be killer for you to be successful if this economy keeps going down. Just going to put that out there. And I'm going to tell you why. First one, steady income. Everyone right now is talking about dumping all your money into stocks. Buy stocks now while it's cheap. Get them while you can. The world is melting. I get it. It seems kind of scary, but obviously they've shown studies or statistics that you can't time the market. If you just consistently put in and buy in, you'll make your retirement grow. But in the military right now, this is even more a benefit of you because you have a stability of income that you are able to contribute. And that is important because a lot of people that are going to be in the civilian world, they may have a job, but what if they got laid off? You know, in this economy, I'm not going to say it's going to take forever for it to bounce back for people to get jobs and be reemployed, but I think you can weather the storm a little bit better if you're able to have this. So what I'm going to say is the fact that if you join right now, you are probably going to have the benefit of contributing to your thrift savings plan and at larger amounts, and it's going to grow eventually over the time that this market keeps going back up. Next part is housing. So obviously when the economy goes down, housing can have its own issues as far as prices of houses and things like that. Most people in the military do not own homes. The majority of people will not have homes. So the benefit for you is housing is covered. You're not affected by any of this issue with housing because it's already paid for. You're not worried about where your next check is coming from to pay for the rent because that is even guaranteed. Or if you live on base, you're not worried about your house being taken from you. So the reality is, even with these changes in the economy, you have that stability of the paycheck to carry you through. Lastly, I want to talk about here is with the education. So you're going to see a lot of people are not going to be able to afford education. Big wow, right? The military is already a reason why people are trying to join the military, so that way they do have money for education. But I think you're going to see it hit even more during this time period, just like you saw in 2008. And as a matter of fact, your education is going to be even more important because you're going to have a skill plus a level of experience to apply somewhere else. So right now, you're going to be ahead of the curve if you are joining the military. I believe this is what I'm predicting right now. All right, so you're getting to the end of this video, and Nikki, what do we do about the economy going down and me joining the military? So there's a few things I want to talk about. The first one is going to boot camp and all that kind of stuff. I get it. It's stressful just dealing with that, but I'm going to tell you right now, you taking a 2-week hit of reading books and watching movies until you go, it shouldn't be the biggest of your worries. If this still continues, you may have a much bigger leverage than worrying about 2 weeks of pay. And I say this because you're actually going to be getting paid while you're there, so don't worry about that aspect with all the chaos that's going on as well, because the day of your contract starting, you get paid. So from that, in your entry level of training, you're going to be offered to open what is called your blended retirement system. This is what is essentially your 401k, which can be invested in different stuff. I'm going to put a video up there where I talk about how you can literally make $1 million or have $1 million when you leave the military in retirement stuff. So I'm going to go to that, and I'm going to let you guys know. Watch that video if you want the in-depth, but I'm going to suggest dumping as much money as you can into your thrift savings plan. A lot of junior people think that they have no money, but even setting aside some money will grow. I promise you that. You have to see this, that you guys have a lot of potential to grow your nest egg from such a young age and let your money compound while it's sitting in TSP, especially while the stocks are low right now. And this is going to take you guys taking some kind of risk. This is because your money that you have while you're young, I know you've always have been told to save. That is true. Save money, contribute to your 401k, do all these things that people talk about. But when we talk about risk, you have to take some kind of risk. So right now, while the economy is pretty volatile and it's not going up right now that we're seeing anytime soon, you, with somebody with a steady paycheck, should be putting more money into riskier things because you have more leverage in order to do that. So if you do that right now, I'm assuring you, if you look at the S&P, which I'm going to bring up right here, you can see, which is the S fund for the TSP, it will grow. It will grow over time. And if you want to see over time, you can always Google S&P, Google chart, and trust me, you can look over time. It does these big dips and it comes right back up. So be smart about it. Keep your money in there and make sure it grows. My last recommendation here is when you first join, you're going to buy a lot of stupid stuff. You really are. You're going to see people buy a whole new wardrobe that they wear like 3 outfits from, even though they bought 7 outfits. You're going to see people buy cars. You're going to see people do all this other stuff. When you have such an economic advantage, it's going to be insane that you guys are able to grow your small amount you're contributing into much more. I will tell you guys personally, I'm putting 30% into my thrift savings plan. That is how much I'm putting in. I've lived well below my means in order to ensure I'm able to do that. So I'm a person that is speaking from experience. I've taken a hit already on our thrift savings plan because I was contributing, and the market went down. But I'm keeping it there because the whole idea is you're not going to pull this out 4 years after your enlistment or 6 years or whatever it is. The idea is you're pulling this out much later in life. And I know I'm only 29 talking like I'm 60, but this video is what I want you guys to hold on to, because I'm telling you, everybody that is retired, everyone that's a little bit older is going to tell you the same thing. And I listen to people that have money. I pay attention to people that have money and what they do with their money. When you guys join, you're going to do the same thing. Trust me. The people that have money are not always the officers. They're not always the senior enlisted. Some of them are you guys. I've seen people with over 100K that are in the military, junior enlisted. Now, what I'm saying is be smart with your money, do what you got to do, make sure you're putting it in the right place, but overall, you guys should be fine. Follow these tips. I really do think 2020 right now is looking to be, I'm not kidding, probably one of the best years to join right now. I just see it because eventually what's going to end up happening is you're going to see there's going to be a lot of people that lose their jobs, and this is going to look enticing again. And what's going to happen is there's going to be more qualified applicants than there are spots. It's going to be difficult. This could mean the ASVAB could go up. This could mean that there's less availability for going to MEPS and things like that. So just be prepared. They may require more from you guys as far as certifications or whatnot. We don't know until that later on happens, but these things tend to be a domino effect. So I hope that this helps you guys out. Let me know what your thought process is. Let me know what you're thinking. Even if you're E1, contribute your minimum 5% to match your TSP. But sorry, this is all over the place now, but just let me know what you guys think about this, what your guys' plans are, because I really do think you guys are sitting on a big possibility for the future here. If you guys have any questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. See you next time.